And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 23rd of December. The Night of the Radishes, or Noche de Rabanos, is an annual event held on December 23rd in Oaxaca, Mexico, dedicated to the carving of oversized radishes to create scenes that compete for prizes in various categories. Farmers began carving radishes into figures as a way to attract customers' attention at the Christmas market, which was held in the main square on December 23rd. In 1897, the city instituted the formal competition. The event has become very popular, attracting over 100 contestants and thousands of visitors. Since the radishes wilt soon after cutting, the works can only be displayed for a number of hours, which has led to very long lines for those wishing to see them. Native to China, radishes were introduced to Mexico by the Spanish, particularly by the friars. The legend as to how the event began says that one year in the mid-18th century, the radish crop was so abundant that a section lay unharvested for months. In December, 2 friars pulled up some of these forgotten radishes. The sizes and shapes were amusing, and they brought them as curiosities to the Christmas market. In 1897, the mayor of the city decided to create a formal radish carving competition, which has been held each year since. Radishes are nutrient-dense, low-calorie veggies packed with fiber, vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants, offering benefits like improved digestion, better blood sugar control, liver support, and potential anti-cancer effects. Today is the birthday of Joanne McArthur, born on this day in 1976. Joanne McArthur is a Canadian photojournalist, animal rights activist, and author. McArthur uses her skill as a photographer to expose the conditions and tell the stories of animals trapped in captivity and exploited for their fur, flesh, or their secretions. In 2013, McArthur published a photo book called We Animals, featuring over 100 of her photos accompanied by text. 4 years later, in 2017, she launched the We Animals Archive, which is a collection of royalty-free photos of animals that can be used by individuals and organizations. McArthur was the human subject of the 2013 documentary, The Ghosts in Our Machine. In 2018, McArthur won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award for a photo of a lowland gorilla rescued from poachers by Ape Action Africa. McArthur has published 2 other books, Captive and Hidden, Animals in the Anthropocene, focusing on animals in zoos and aquaria, and humanity's exploitative relationship with animals. The We Animals website says, "We expose the animals we eat, wear, use for entertainment, research, tradition, and work are often hidden from view, both physically and metaphorically. Unwaveringly, we use our cameras not just to look at animals, but to see them and to explore how all our lives intersect with the pressing issues of our time. We understand that seeing is a crucial part of the diverse efforts necessary to erode and eventually end the abuse of animals." Joanne McArthur, who said, "More than ever, I was getting into animal rights, and I decided I'd benefit from an internship at Farm Sanctuary where I could learn more about animals and rights. One of the requirements to the internship is that you be vegan for its duration out of respect for the animals. I thought, well, that's a bit extreme, but I'll do it and go back to being vegetarian after the internship. To my surprise, after 1 day of being vegan, I actually felt a weight had lifted. I felt almost elated that I'd gone a day without harming anyone, and it felt right. That was April 1st, 2003. What I learned over time was that eating a plant-based diet isn't extreme. It's the needless killing of billions of animals each year, not to mention the rape of the planet in the process. That's extreme. I'm so happy to be vegan." And here is a prayer for today by Carol J. Adams. Dear God, I read of a man who for $50 bought a plot of land in New York City because it held a 300-year-old tree. During the holidays, he gathered shelled walnuts and cracked watermelon and sunflower seeds. Then he hiked to his lot with his seed treats and hung them from the tree. He did not want those who wintered there to be forgotten. He said, "Do not think of me as Santa Claus. Rather, regard me as a relative of a household of squirrels and birds." God, thank you for this man. Thank you for each person who, like him, cares for their relatives. Plant within each of us a spirit of gift giving. Help us see the earth as our household, and the squirrels and birds and all creatures as our relatives. A prayer by Carol J. Adams. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with a reminder that this earth is our household and all creatures are our relatives.